Hello and welcome back to Shining Force 2. Last time we met the king of the bird people and we also met the god Volcanon. Unfortunately, it turns out he hates us because he thinks it's the fault of the people of Grand Seal that the devils were released into the world and the devil king Xeon is like threatening to destroy everything. So he has abandoned us and told us we need to defeat Xeon on our own. So that's a bit of a bummer. But on the plus side, we have been promised a raft that can sail rivers from the mayor of Polca. Unfortunately, his town is currently under attack by devils, so we're going to have to clear them out before we can get our hands on that wonderful raft. Oh, and a side note, the reason we want the raft is actually because there is a former member of the devil army, Creed, from like the previous war or whatever, who is now just kind of chilling and just living his life quietly, and we're gonna go find him and ask him for some advice. And we need the raft to get to him. So first we have to fight this battle. We have two new party members, Gerhalt the Wolfman, who's pretty strong already, he's the same level as the rest of our party, and Peter, who I have not even managed to get into battle yet, because he's really slow. This battle, we lost, well, we didn't lose the battle, but Chester got killed by a lucky double attack from one of the death monks or whatever. And so I was like, since we were at half an hour already anyway, you know, why not egress, res him, and then come back in the next episode. I'm making more of an effort to keep these episodes to half an hour. I'm gonna have her just heal every turn she can so that we can just get X. Gotta keep leveling up. But yeah, I'm trying more to keep these episodes to half an hour just as a new little effort here. But it can definitely be tough in this game because the battles just take a while. He's not quite in range to attack. Especially, like, the further you go into the game and the larger your party is, the more elaborate the battles tend to be, right? So some of them just, like, are time-consuming. And this'll be, yeah, I guess the last episode before I have to stop and check the recordings, because I'll have to clear out the save slots. I'm at 4 save slots. The system is working well, though. It's a lot more convenient than making copies of the save file and all. Our army is really filling out nicely, you know, we're not at the point where we can swap characters out yet. We don't have that many people, but we're getting there. Because I think we're gonna, just like in the previous game, we're gonna cap out at 12, which must include Ben. And right now we've got 10, right? So, 2 more people and we'll be there. And Luke, you know, he has a face portrait, his name is in all caps. Obviously he's eventually gonna join the party, so he'll join us at some point. I actually don't know who's next in the recruitment list, because, like, I'm using a guide, but I didn't, like, read all the way ahead through it or anything. I'm kind of just, like, each section, like, each new town we get to or whatever, I'm basically just checking it to see if there's hidden items or stuff that we have to do to, like, unlock a character, and not, like, reading ahead through the plot or anything. So I'm trying not to give myself too many spoilers here, so I can enjoy the surprise of all the plot points of this game that I didn't finish as a kid. Peter, you are so slow. I want to get you some KOs, but you just don't get there in time. Excuse me, sorry about that. My allergies are like killing me today, really. I'm like just struggling to get breaths here. I'm so stuffed up. Well, it is, you know, it's spring now, basically. The weather just got nice, so what does one expect? Oh, no, actually, dude, I completely forgot to take my allergy medication today. No wonder I'm dying. One moment. There we go. Crisis partially averted. This is what happens when I film at a weird time. I normally do these like in the afternoon and evening when I get home from work. But today it is Saturday, so I'm filming in the morning right after I woke up. So I completely forgot to take my allergy medication when I woke up. which is a vital part of my life, friends. It's... literally it is. These Death Archers do a good amount of damage. Oh, we'll finally be able to have Peter actually attack something. At last. Oh, he doesn't do very good damage. It's gonna be an effort to get him caught up, isn't it? I said this in the last episode, but when we got him, his level actually was competitive, but it was the same as the rest of us, but I really wish they had bumped him up to like 11 or 12. Because then he'd be correct now when we can actually control him and like get him kills and stuff. Because he did not get even one kill in the time he was AI controlled. It would have taken a lot of patience and just coaxing to do it, and he would get killed too easily because, you know, we can't make the AI, like, attack correctly. So it would have taken forever to wait for him to get over and stuff. You know, I'm trying to get through these in a timely manner, so he's probably going to require some grinding. I feel like this isn't a great map for it, though, because we have a lot of early tough enemies. This should leave him on like 2 HP, at which point hopefully we can have Peter get the KO. See, the mages are so valuable because of their fixed damage spells, because I'm actually going to have him retreat so he doesn't die. The mages are really good because since their spells do roughly fixed damage, we can use them to weaken enemies for our other characters without having to worry about whether or not we're going to accidentally kill them. And the mages, as far as I know, can't double attack either. So it really is consistent. Whereas, like, our melee hitters could do more damage than expected, or double attack. It's like, well, the mages can get critical hits, so it's not foolproof, but it's generally pretty consistent. Good job, Gerhalt. He's already at the level of the party, so we don't really have to worry about him. He's doing good. He does a lot of damage too, I must say. See, now you're kind of seeing the challenge of leaving this guy for Peter to kill, because he's gonna get a lot of attacks off while we wait for Peter to get his turn. Well, more stuff for Sarah to heal, I guess. There we go. This map has a lot of enemies on it. Like, ideally, I'd even like to leave the zombie alive too. Oops. Counterattack. That's... Counterattacks game, are, you know, they happen randomly and they're not that common, but I didn't really plan for them, so... Sometimes randomly an enemy does not stay alive. Oh, excellent. The Death Archer only got 1 turn while we were waiting for Peter, so that worked out really nicely. I was a little worried that he'd get like 2, yeah. Oh, attack by 3. Oh man, so... That was really good. That made Peter like way more able to actually damage these enemies, because he would have done 10 damage there instead of 7, basically, so that makes him a lot better. I wonder if he's like, if that's his deal as a character, does he get like stats more quickly? I think in general the characters who don't use weapons probably do get quite a bit more attack in order to even be usable, right? Because like if they had the same attack as characters who can equip weapons, they would be garbage. So hopefully Peter will catch up quickly. Oh man, those Death Archers do a lot of damage. And we can't attack down the cliff. Okay, let's have her heal up May. Plenty of healing to be done, that's for sure. Okay. Oh nice, Peter. It is, I do like having Peter in the party because he's our first flying character, and it's really nice to have a character that can just ignore cliffs and trees and stuff, and you know, we can get more enemies adjacent, we can attack from more angles. I want to let Peter finish this guy off, but he does a ton of damage, so, and he can get her to our squishies behind the front line, so I'm going to finish him off with Jaha. Just some of the enemies are kind of tricky to leave alive because they're pretty darn tanky, or well, pretty darn powerful. See, that guy down there, that, like, evil monk or whatever, got a lucky double hit on Chester last time and insta-gibbed him, so we have to be careful here. Hopefully we can weaken some of these guys down to where Peter will be able to kill them. Because he's still behind by a few levels. I don't know which unit is the boss of the level who, like, when we kill them, the level ends. Or if this is a you have to kill everybody level. Not sure. Aw, fuck you, Black Monk. That was it, not the evil monk, the Black Monk. He just... Oh, but I do like that. Instead of a little fairy, he has, like, a little tiny devil thing. That's kind of clever. Ugh, enemy healers suck. We had that guy at the perfect point where Peter could have one-shot him. We literally had him at the perfect point, and that guy was just like, fuck you. I'm mad. Well, let's start trying to whittle down this monk, otherwise this is gonna take forever. Ugh, maybe Peter can kill that guy. I don't know whether Peter's attack counts as a magic attack or a physical attack, because he's like shooting out sound waves from his mouth or something, but I don't know if that counts as a magic attack. Aw, seriously, these lucky double attacks suck because they just randomly do more than half your health, and you can't, like, do anything about it. I'm gonna have her just heal up May. Oh, we're running out of MP for healing here. This is a pretty tough battle. Well, it's got new enemies. I find that whenever the game introduces a new enemy, there is a bit of a difficulty spike. And these zombies, look at that! That, like, almost one-shot her. These new enemies are really strong. I may have to give this battle multiple tries. Oh, and there's also, it's tricky because we kind of have to go into this town square area, and there's a lot of enemies in it, so it's really easy for us to just get overwhelmed. Oh, Kiwi, that was very excellent. Not that you leveled up, but at least you got a KO. I wasn't sure if you would. This isn't quite the perfect position for Blaze. That would be if we could get the Hobgoblin too, but it's pretty good. Hopefully Peter can get his turn. Well, at least the monk is healing himself, because that Death Archer is like at the perfect spot for Peter to kill him. If Peter can just get his darn turn. There's so many enemies, we're like swarmed by them. And again, unlike in Fire Emblem where you can take out a swarm of enemies without that much trouble, because I'm gonna try and, this guy's dangerous too, he's with Blaze too, so I gotta try and take him out, you know. You know, you can pretty quickly clear them out. I did not take him out fast enough. Well, Kiwi's gone. This is the problem with Kiwi. Just the lack of HP. Maybe I should have focused on the Master Mage first. It was tough though, because I wanted to take out the healer as well. You know, it's decisions, you know. There's just so many enemies, and it takes a lot of attacks to kill each one. And they get a lot of turns, so. I want to leave that Death Archer alive. Training weak characters is tough, it really is. But, you know, in Fire Emblem, like, I think like 20 enemies, and you could take them out really rapidly, like on enemy phase, but that is not as much of an option in this game, where it just takes longer to kill a lot of things. And it has to be on your turn, you know, you can't... There's occasional counterattacks, but they're not consistent. Okay, well, at least we got rid of the mage, who was pretty dangerous. Oh, apparently he was the boss. Oops. Well, whatever. We'll get Peter a level in some other battle. That battle wasn't great for grinding, because the enemies... I find the ones that are best for grinding have, like, different groups of enemies that you'll run into as you go through the level, so you can kind of focus on, like, these first three, and then ones later. When there's just a ton at once, it sort of gets messy. But anyway, we won. Accidentally. Luke, are you okay? Luke! Squawk! They knocked me senseless. Where are the devils? Ben, did you defeat them? Nobody in Beto can fight like that. Thank you. He's a great fighter. Volcanon doesn't know how good he is. He'll learn. Let's go see the mayor and get a raft. Ben decides to take Luke the Birdman with him. Great, so Luke joined the party. Awesome. I thought it might be later, but this is quite excellent. Let's check out our new friend. Oh, I guess he's not in the list yet because he's still, like, following behind us. There's a desert in the south. Ancient ruins lay in the desert. I assume we'll eventually go there. Can we at least, like, equip him? Because I want to check if he has the best sword. Because the Birdmen use swords. No, he doesn't appear to be in the list yet. I guess we have to wait until he's, like, been in at least one battle. Well, hopefully he'll come equipped with the current, you know, best weapon. Oh, hey, this guy's back. In ancient times, there were magic tunnels. People traveled easily through the tunnels. I wonder if that connects to, if you recall, in the first game, we eventually traveled on, like, the Road of the Ancients, which was this, like, magical connection between different places and stuff. I wonder if that's related. Alright, we're gonna res Kiwi. It's only been 15 minutes, so we'll get the raft and carry on. Let me see if there's anything to find in this town. Oh, if I checked my guide, I would have known the boss was Master Mage, but, like, he was a big threat. We really had to take him out. Oh, so it looks like he'll officially join when we leave the village, and we will have to go back and buy him the better sword. Blah. And after this, we'll be doing some river exploring and going to some mountains, apparently. So let's go talk to the mayor and get that raft. Oh, the mayor lives up here, that's right. I completely lost track of where he was. I get lost a lot. You saw Volcanon? Are you serious? I've never met him, though I've lived here all my life. Well, he seems to, prefer hanging out with the bird people. Oh, Oddler's awake. Who are you? Excuse me, but I'm blind. I mean, you wouldn't know who we were even if you weren't blind, buddy. We never met while you were, you know, conscious. You were kind of in a coma or whatever. Please take that boy with you. I'm getting very concerned. I'm sorry, don't possess me. So, the implications here seems to be that, well, remember when the devils, when we first fought them for going to Beto, they were like, we can't find him, and I was like, maybe they were searching for Oddler. This would seem to back that up, where he's afraid that we are devils, and he's like, take him. So maybe the devils attack to get Oddler, and this guy is like, sure, take him, I'm scared. What's he talking about? I don't know. What a loon. Come on, Mayor, we're alive. You idiots. He's obviously talking about the fact that the devils can possess people. The devils attack this town. It would appear that Oddler has something to do with this. That's why he was like, take him. Just take him away from here. Don't kill me. So maybe the devils wanted to kidnap Oddler? Either that or the devils want Oddler to come with us for some nefarious reason. We don't know yet. Come on, Mayor, we're alive. What? The mayor examines Luke carefully. You're warm, you're alive. Did he think we were zombies? That's a little weird. I really regret all of this. Suddenly the devils appeared. We had no power to resist them. They promised they would do nothing if we gave Oddler to them. Ah, it is as I suspected. And you sent me in Oddler's place? I'm sorry, please don't tell King Beto. Okay, well, I will say this for this guy. At least instead of giving this, like, poor child to the devils, he was, like, sent out this warrior who he maybe thought could fight them. You know, that is at least slightly better than sacrificing this child. If you prepare a raft for Ben. He's like, okay, I won't tell him if you give us the raft. Oh, thank you, a raft, okay. Hey, Ripster. His name is Ripster? That's amazing. I think he should be called Ripster the Hipster. He seems like maybe he's got a hipster beard. Yes. Prepare a raft for Prince Luke. But it's the last one we have. Okay, guys, your town is full of trees. You can build more rafts. I don't care. You can make another if necessary, can't you? Also, what were they even using them for? Do they, like, go on the river? It doesn't seem they do. Yes, sir. A raft will be waiting for you on the river. Why don't you take a look at it right now? He wants to get rid of us. You're right. Anyway, now we have a raft. Let's go. Oddler, you sure you're gonna be okay here? I mean, if the devils come back, these people can't really protect you. Maybe we should take you with us. Just a minute. If it's possible, please take this boy with you. You lazy human, you don't want to take care of him. Okay, Luke, fair enough, but a devil army just attacked to try and kidnap him. He's definitely not going to be safe staying here. We can at least defend him. Ben, will you take him with us? Yeah, of course. Are you serious? Ben, you're too nice. Also, let's be real, characters who have like a mysterious magical blindness in fantasy fiction, they're always plot important. Obviously he has to come with us, he's plot relevant. Oh, thank you. Oddler, Ben will take you, you can trust him. Thank you very much. I like to think that Oddler is saying that really sarcastically, because he's like, oh yeah, now I'll go on a cross-country hiking adventure with this guy I've never met, even though I was recently blinded and I don't even have like a fucking cane or anything to help me. This seems like a great idea. Yes, I will. I'm Oddler. I was nearly dead when I came here. Actually, I don't remember. I don't know the reason why the devils are after me. I'm afraid I'll cause you a lot of trouble. Ben decides to take Oddler with him. Now, Oddler is not a party member. He's just a plot-relevant NPC. And indeed, you can tell he's not a party member because his name isn't in all caps. All the party members have names in all caps, except obviously we can name the main character and we can name Kiwi. But other than that, all caps. But, yeah, you can... But the sheer fact that he comes with us but is not a party member shows that he's a plot character, basically. He's relevant to the story. I do actually know a spoiler about Oddler, but I'll save that for when we actually get there. Now let's go to Devil's Tail to see Creed. It sounds like Luke is going with us. He already said he joined the party. I am. I want to fight with Ben. This might be exciting. Didn't he already join the force back in town? But now he's properly joined, I guess. So now we can go buy him a weapon. I didn't know you were such an adventurer. Alright, wow, let's go. He's really hyped. But more importantly, we need to buy him a proper weapon. So I think like one more character and yeah, we'll have a full party. Longsword. Gotta make sure our new buddy has the very best weapon. Yeah, and we'll sell his old sword as well. Wait, let me make sure I clicked the right button there. I wasn't looking and was just holding down the button. Okay, yeah, that's the middle sword. I was a little worried. Alright. And now, let's check out our new friend. Here's Luke. He comes in at level 14, so he's equal with the rest of the party, which is nice. You can see he's pretty darn strong, although Gerhalt is our, like, toughest character right now. 37 strength, he's really strong. He's reminiscent of Xylo. Ben is not far behind, though. So he's good. Luke's strength isn't, like, amazing right now, I guess, but it's good. His defenses are a little low, but he's pretty fast, and he's got 6 move, and he can fly, so he'll be quite useful. I find that the bird people, in all the Shining Force games I have played, they're just, I really like using them. They're so handy, because they can fly. So let's explore this river. Oops. It's gonna be really hard to not accidentally get out of the boat constantly. Okay, so it seems that we need to go east along the river, and when we come to the mountains, we'll get off the raft to the south. Okay, according to the guide I'm using. I'm actually going to switch to using the directional buttons here, even though I prefer them, because I think it'll make it a little easier not to constantly fall off the river. Now, when it said south into the mountains, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, it must be this, maybe? I don't know. I wish the guide had like a picture of what I was supposed to be doing. Oh, I see, actually. No, it's not here. It's like, it seems like there's going to be an area that wasn't accessible before. That's like closed off by the river. So I think we have to go a fair ways east. Sorry if this river exploration is going to be a little boring, but I have no idea where I'm going. Oh, well, it seems that we can't really... Huh. I guess we'll just wander around and see what we can see. Hopefully we'll get somewhere interesting. That we could not go before. Well, I guess actually this entire area down here is... We couldn't go here before at all, so... Oh! Maybe... Oh, that's what this little cave is that we couldn't get to. I thought that was going to be where Creed actually was, but it was actually just like the passage out to the rest of this area. You know what? Let's just make the rest of this episode. We got like 5 more minutes. Let's just wander on the boat and try and work out where we're going. Where the hell are we? Huh? The raft stopped. Did the water stop flowing? What's happening? Wow, what's that? I don't know what this is, by the way. I have no idea what's going on. Look there. Is this the Kraken we heard about? It would appear that we have awakened the Kraken, and he looks mad. Monster, it appeared from the river. It must be the monster they mentioned in Polca. Watch out. So, I'm guessing we can't go this way yet. I'm not really thinking we're gonna win this battle. Yeah, that thing has 50 attack. I don't think this is where we were supposed to go. I think we should run away, but I will attack with the new character and show him off a bit, I guess. After that, we're running away. Yeah, wow, we can't even damage them. I gotta say also, Luke's sprite looks really cool. I like it. Also, this raft is very bizarrely shaped, solely so that we can have a battle on it. Yeah, we're running away. It would appear that in this game, unlike in the first game where you can only go to the next battle that is intended, it would appear that in this game you can easily run into battles you're not supposed to be in. Okay, so we have to go south along the river and get back to the area around Ribble. I see, so we have to get back to Ribble and then we go east, okay. Oh, so this is the area around Ribble, and now we're gonna go east. So I went south before, so that was the mistake there. South is evidently a dangerous area full of krakens. We're not going to go there. And then we just go east along the river until we come to some mountains. Well, here are the mountains, so I guess we're close. Get off to the raft to the south and go into the eastern area. This is so confusing. Somehow I'm like even worse with directions in video games than I am in real life. Oh, I think this might be... yeah, I think this is the place we have to go. Okay, yes. This is our next battle. But it's been about half an hour. So... I think I'll just make a quick save here. Because we don't really have time to quit. The game will see suspended, so we're gonna make a quick save here. Just because otherwise this video will run super long. The battle's obviously gonna take way more than like 5 minutes. Mostly, the reason I just got lost on the raft immediately. This is why I need a guide. I get lost very, very easily. It's very hard for me to play a game if there's not a map. And this one doesn't have, you can't pull up a world map to like look at it, you just have to keep walking around. So hopefully a guide will help. In this episode, we have become friends with a little boy named Oddler, who seems to have a mysterious connection to the devils, and we got new party members. Luke the Birdman has joined us, and now that we have our raft, we're free to explore the rivers, and we're searching for a guy named Creed who lives in the Devil's Tail, although we weren't actually told where that was, so I don't know if the battle we just got into is the Devil's Tail. Based on the fact that we ran into a Kraken, it appears that at this point you can run into a bunch of different stuff on the map just to the next thing in the plot. So I'm going where my guide tells me because I do not know where we're supposed to go. But we're going to be having a battle in the desert, and we're going to explore some ancient ruins and hopefully find Creed, the ex-devil, and learn a little bit more about what's going on with this War of the Devils. So all that next time. That'll be pretty exciting. For now, this has been Shining Force 2.